Good morning, guys. Been up since, I don't know, about 4:30 this morning. And, I got to travel. So I'm actually in the process of getting ready to head back home. I'm currently in, where am I? Where am I? Ever asked that question? Where am I? Currently in St. Louis. Actually just got done with meeting with a longtime friend, an amazing coach, doing some speaker training. One of my missions this year is to speak more. And was an amazing training. If you ever get a chance to go through it, Sean McCloskey is his name. He doesn't do it all that often, and this was a unique setting that, truthfully, he may never do again. So I was pretty blessed to be a part of this, and we were in a room with like 10 other, just amazing people. If I can tell you one thing, get in the room with amazing people. The power of that, guys, I mean, the training in and of itself was great. But when you get in the room with other like-minded people, even if they're in different businesses, now I focus mainly on real estate, and majority of them there were some people in engineering, there were some people in accounting, which sometimes you're like, how fun can it be around an accountant? But it was cool, man. Like, we really got to meet some great people. But through that process, I mean, you just get to learn so many different things in addition to the training, plus just the relationships. Man, I've built some good friendships in a 2-day window with just some great people. And you just never know when those people ultimately will, come back into your world, or perhaps maybe you can serve them, right? So connections are so important. That's one of my main missions for this year, is to be around other cool people. What I did at the beginning of this year is, when I wrote down my goals, of course I had my business goals, I had my personal goals. I also put together who I wanted to be around. Actually, I wrote down this list, and I think I have to look at it again. There's like 15 people that I wanted to be intentional with to be around more this year. We're in, March now? I think I've already connected with maybe a third of them. So whenever I get a chance to meet these people, maybe I'm DMing them because I've not talked to them. Maybe it's people I want to be around, and I have not yet. So that's that fear factor, right? So it's like, maybe it is that social getting in their Insta, right? And being like, hey, dude, blah, 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 blah. I know may think in your mind, maybe I'm nobody, but hey, I really appreciate what you're doing. I enjoy your content. Don't be fake, be real, be genuine. And hey, just curious if we could chat. You might be surprised if you come in from that way, that perhaps you can jump on a 10, 15-minute Zoom call with them, or a phone call. That is invaluable, guys. Whether or not you become their coaching client or whatever, just time with people of where you want to be, man, that is impactful, quite impactful. And I'll tell you, hopefully the lighting's better in here. I probably should turn on some lights. That in and of itself, guys, has been one of my main goals for 2025. And so far, so good. So far, so good. But like I said, I'm getting ready to book out here, is just to kind of give you an idea. I can't flip this thing around, I guess it don't matter. But I'm just packing up right now, getting ready to head out the door. But I just wanted to share that with you. Find people that you want to be around. Find people that you want to be. And then connect with them. If you don't know who they are, go on social media. I mean, instead of doom scrolling and going through all the crazy cat videos and whatever things are on your list, try to find people. Go into the search bars, whether it be Instagram, TikTok, Reels, whatever, and just search. For me, maybe real estate wholesaling, or more importantly, it would be mindset or faith-driven things. That's super cool. Second thing I want to talk about today, guys, is I had a real epiphany last night. So going to the speaker training, it's been kind of cool. I'm going to set you down for a second, so hopefully you can still see me here. Don't worry, I'm not taking off my pants or anything, but I've been really struggling. I feel that God has been giving me a platform to speak. To what level, I don't know. Those of you who don't know, I have a background in broadcasting. I've always enjoyed doing that. I was an on-air DJ for a top 40 radio station for like 15 years. And I loved it, but the reality is I didn't see the bandwidth of my life going that direction, because radio is very volatile. Like, even though you could be the hot thing today, all of a sudden management comes in and they're like, hey dude, we're changing formats, and now you're out the door, right? And why that's important at that stage in my life, guys, I had literally 3 young kids. I was a sole provider for my family, and I just knew that wasn't going to be it. So I stepped out of that. There was also some things at that time in my life. The music I was playing didn't align with my values, so I quit. So the other thing with that, so then I got into sales, I got into marketing, and you're like, Dan, where are you going with this story? Well, where I'm going with this, guys, is that, I know where I'm going with this. Sorry, my brain's not all there this morning. Is that I realized that I have this gift to speak. I feel like I have good communication skills. For some odd reason, people come to me for advice. Sometimes I don't solicit it, but I think it's just because I care. So God has been really stirring me, I guess, to put it at that, of, Dan, you need to do more of this. I believe firmly in my heart of hearts that God, here's my dirty laundry basket, God gives each one of us gifts. And the gifts we get are meant to bless the church. Now, a lot of times we think church is being, the brick and mortar, right? Which is somewhat true, but ultimately the church, guys, is the people. So God's given me the gift to speak. And because of that, I feel like I need to use that more. So where does this come around full circle? So I've been really challenging myself this year to understand that more. And last night I had just an amazing idea of where I want to take my vision. And the whole idea is identity. And I was thinking about some of the challenges. In so much, I used ChatGPT to interview me. I'm like, where do I go with this? Help me understand, ChatGPT. You're a life vision coach. Extract out of me what I want to do. And literally, this was like 10 o'clock at night. I'm sitting in this bed behind me on my phone talking to ChatGPT. And it helped me build this out. The idea is something I call re-identify. And it has a lot of planned words, and I hopefully explain that more as I go deeper into this. But the whole idea is we need to re-identify with ourselves. Sometimes we need to destroy those limiting beliefs. Sometimes we need to create some new I am statements about ourselves to become the better version of who we want to be. And I want to do that in the sphere of real estate because that's where I know, right? But perhaps this could have practical experience in so many different angles in life. So what I'm saying is, if you don't know where you're at, you can use technology, you can use tools like ChatGPT, but that's what we're all here for. I mean, how often do we ask, why am I here? Whether it be in a spiritual sense, God, why do you have me here? Maybe in a professional sense, like, what am I to do? But going through that journey is important, and it all starts with our identity. Who are we? So, just want to share some of those thoughts with you guys here today. If this is helpful, let me know. I'm thinking about doing some more of this long form type stuff that hopefully can be fruitful for you guys. I want to kind of chronologicalize. I can't even speak this morning. It's 6:30. I got to catch my drive here in like 15 minutes. But I want to chronicle. I want to chronicle this journey so you guys can kind of follow along and hopefully help you through this. So I'm about to head off back home to Florida, get out of the cold, get some sun, put some shorts back on this Joan. Till then, guys, I'll talk to you later. Peace.